Hey, welcome back. Jayborino here. It's Insurrection Remastered, created by Vorgozz. Heading into map 22. We're over two-thirds done with this campaign. Nargil's Swarm. Prepare the swarm by establishing a hive cluster. Take your army and eradicate all opposition.
You have done well, my youngest. Your power grows.
Cerebrate, our work is far from over. My brood steal battles with the Protoss main host. Slowly, the walls of their orbital fortress begin to crumble.
As they triumph above, so you shall prepare for them below. My youngest, go to the planet's surface and prepare for the arrival of Nargil's swarm. Such is my will.
Create at least one lair and 3 hatcheries. Eliminate all enemy presence. And you have 30 minutes to do it. Was this timed originally? It probably was. Okay, I think the lair and 3 hatcheries thing is new. So we don't start with much money. So let's just get this going. And well, I mean, they do give us 12 hydralisks. That's not bad. So I guess let's just sit here. And, I mean, we could scout a little bit. I'm not sure if I want to risk my overlords, to be honest, but we should at least look around, because we only have 30 minutes. This is kind of like the original Mission 1, where you start with only a few units, and then you have to build from literally nothing, and then you have a time limit, and you have to go and attack. It's possible that this is very similar to what the original map was like anyway. I really don't remember. Anyway... unfortunately, we have to sit here. One of my least favorite things, and a lot of vanilla maps do this, surprisingly, and less so in custom maps, but more so vanilla maps, where you just start with no town hall, and you have to sit for like a solid minute as you just wait, and just it's like, oh, it's building, I guess, and then we have to wait for the creep to spread. So the only thing we can do is just start mining. And then at least they'll be holding minerals so that when this is done, they'll start returning it. But otherwise, we're just going to sit here. I'm just going to make Zergling Hydralisk and try to bomb my way through. It's a very small map, so I do not doubt my own abilities to bust through enemy defenses pretty quick. We do have to remember to make extra hives and hatcheries. So here we go. And we'll just make more drones. I'd like to just get a second hatchery, and then we'll get our spawning pool. The enemy... attacking us, I don't know if that's like a persistent problem. It looks like there's a nice base up here, so let's just... It's not being harvested, so let's just take a look. And then meanwhile... Yeah, it looks like this is a free expansion, so let's come over here and take it if we can. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. There's even gas down here too. Okay, well, yeah, we might as well take this, because why not? And then... because we need the extra hatcheries anyway. Let's get our spawning pool. Oh, never mind. I can't afford it now. Let's just get a colony, spread the creep a little bit, get some extra vision, and actually, I think creep colonies don't work that way. It's not like StarCraft 2. So there was a ramp. Okay. Hotkey our hatcheries. And for now, let's just work on drones, and then we'll save up 200 and grab our spawning pool. This has a way better layout than everything else. We should just keep scouting to ensure that there's no other way up here except this ramp. Could use a hydralisk to do it. Okay. Just get mining. This is fine. Just keep making drones. It's tempting to make 3 hatcheries right from the get-go, to be honest. Actually, let's save our money and wait for the spawning pool. Because we could get attacked randomly on this new base that we're setting up, and it'd be all a waste. So that's why I want to make sure that we at least get some ability to be mobile, get some Zerglings out. Yeah, so it looks like there's no way that they can get to us except here. So this is definitely safe, unless they have the ability to drop, and I doubt that they do, though honestly I don't know. I think the layout of this is different than the original. Okay. Was that spawned? Because I suspect that was spawned. Let's just keep an eye out for this and see if they go for it or not. Okay, let's get an extractor. No, not my base. Go, 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 go. Unfortunately, they have the high ground. Oh, that's just too bad. Say, can we maybe distract them a little bit? It's over, Orange Zerg. They have the high ground. Oh, man. Cancel it. Run. Run. Okay, just make the drones. We'll remake this. So, yeah, I mean, these must have spawned, right? There's nowhere that where these would have come from. It's weird that Carpenter Zerg is just here. We're like, yeah, sure, okay. So we're going to camp these here. We'll remake that hatchery. That means we need more hatcheries at home. I mean, relative to what we need to do on this map, we have plenty of time. Okay, here we go. So let's just send one of these back home. I guess we'll just leave these here to sit right there. And then we sit and wait. So that was odd. I mean, I think the whole idea is like, well, you better be ready, asshole, otherwise... Otherwise, you're going to get smoked. Anyway, this will be our third hatchery if we can make this. We're stockpiling some resources. We've got a Hydralisk Den. What can we... What are our options? Let's check. Only basic mutations, so... let's get this started, and then we'll get Edo Chambers, so we can get to probably +1 is as far as we can go this map. I don't know. What's the +2 requirement? It's just a lair, right? And we can get a lair. Okay, well, I guess let's just get a Sunken Colony. Hotkey here. We'll keep those Hydralisks at the top of the ramp, and so if Carpenter spawns with more stuff, we should be okay. Because they'll have trouble getting up this ramp, so this should be fine, and especially if we get Hydralisk range. One more round of drones, and then I guess we can start making stuff. Yeah, 3 Marines are not going to succeed here. Let's get at least 2 Evo Chambers. That'll also upgrade our Sunken Colonies. I assume that Sunken Colonies are affected by the melee attack, but I don't know. The ranged attack might be the Spore Colony. Or maybe they're both ranged attack. I don't know. It could be either or. Okay, let's start getting some Zerglings. I guess taking this early was a mistake because we lost a bunch of valuable time. Okay, and then we're probably only going to be making drones from this hatchery up here, specifically for the income. The layout of these minerals is pretty poor. I may, you know what, just move these down here. I wonder where those spawn from. It must have been off the map in this little Fog of War area. Maybe that just won't happen again, I don't know. Okay, let's transfer some drones, because this mineral layout is so much better. Get a Hydralisk Den. Start some upgrades. Yep, okay, so this is just going to keep happening. I regret trying to take that extra base. It was just a big mistake. And now we lost a lot of our starting Hydralisks that we needed to defend against this. Interesting and extremely weird addition. But it is what it is, so let's assume that this is going to keep happening. The only thing I could think to do is build creep colonies down in that direction. This may come down slightly to the wire because I've wasted a bunch of time, and larva. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have enough stuff to survive these consistent attacks. We want to get creep all the way down to this location so that we can build down there to ensure that this doesn't continue to be an issue. This has definitely been made more challenging, which I appreciate. It's just the spawning off the side of the map you can never plan for. So now I'm on the back foot, but we'll be okay. I'm sure we'll be just fine ultimately. Okay. You fellows get mining up here. And then Zerglings and Hydralisks. There we go. And, oh, what happened to my Hydralisk Den? Probably ran out of money when he went to build it, I assume. Okay, whatever. So that bottom base will pay for itself, even if Carpenter's going to come and try to kill us again down there. And we'll just have to make sure to respond quickly. Surprisingly, Mass Zergling works pretty well against other Zerg players. We definitely want our basic Hydralisk upgrades. That'll be that'll be just fine. Faster Hydralisk movement speed. 16 in-game minutes. We're not even halfway done, so no problem. Got a little scared when I saw that second Carpenter attack, because I just thought, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? But I think we'll be... I think we'll be just fine. We can afford to have more drones here. It's partly because I don't have much, I don't have the income fully that I need and that I would like. But now, this is looking a lot better, so... I'm going to continue spreading the creep, though, down in this area, like I had said. If we can cut off the Carpenter reinforcements from getting to our expansion, then it'll be fine. So, we'll get these basic upgrades. I assume +2 will be available to us, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if these units, they're probably going to get stuck. Yeah, like, some of them are going to spawn and get stuck constantly. Let's grab the lair. Yes, we can get extra here, so let's build another hatchery down here. Because we need 4 anyway. The destruction period's only going to last a couple minutes. If we have enough units, it's going to be very easy to bust our way through this map, so I'm not too concerned. I'm not even going to hotkey this because getting units in and out of here is challenging, so I'm only going to use these 3 that I'm making. We've got the lair coming up. But yeah, with a large enough army, actually breaking through the Terran line should be pretty easy, especially with just lots and lots of Hydralisks. So I'm less concerned about that and more about this. Especially because the attacks are increasing. They're going to probably stay at 0-0. Okay, we get some more drones, because we want to spread this creep down here. We set up like 5 or 6 sunken colonies. That might actually be a little too aggressive, but whatever. There we go. Okay. Respread the creep. It seems like they avoided... They came up here in lieu of attacking my expansion, which I'm really appreciative of. So I think we're far enough up to avoid the further attacks. Missile attacks? Let's check. Well, I can't actually know now in retrospect because I've upgraded both. So I don't know which one. I guess we'll finish missile attacks first, and then we'll have a better idea. Okay, cool. And then we built some extra drones here, specifically because I'm going to build these creep colonies out like I had mentioned. At least enough to defend against reasonable attacks. Like, Ultralisks are going to be challenging to kill, but... like 3 or 4 colonies should be enough to delay until we can get some Zerglings turned around and back home. So for now, we just make a boatload of Hydralisks, and even though you might be a little nervous for me on my behalf, no need. I think we have more than enough stuff here. Can leave a couple. Nah, you know what? Let's just bring it all. Unless the Terran base has been made more challenging. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I was just put on the back foot, but now I think we're just fine. Could probably afford even more drones there. We have great income. I'm just spending my money pretty quick. So, I want Zerglings, but they're gonna get roasted pretty quick. This may be enough Hydralisks. It just depends on what's in these enemy bases. That's a lot of Marines. Okay, now turn. Lots and lots of Marines can be surprisingly good against Hydralisks, just in terms of cost efficiency. Okay, loaded up bunkers. Let's back up. Let's back up. Let's just wait until we can get more Zerglings to flood them with. Pretty sure we're safe against Carpenter for now. Let's just get the full 6. Return your minerals. Full efficiency here on the JayborinoPlays channel. It's honestly tempting to make even more hatcheries. We have our hatchery limit, though. We're at the 5. Or what do we need? 4? We need 3 hatcheries and 1 lair. That's already done, right? Yes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes until dropship arrival. Okay, let's just go. Sorry, New Dresden. You were our buddies for so long, and now we're killing you now. You don't really deserve it, but whatever. So they just steadily increase the amount of Ultralisks they send at us, which I think is funny. Okay, so it's melee for the sunken colonies. Coolio. Can we please continue this roll? They have a lot of Marines in here. It's because they're bringing Marines from the entire rest of the planet. They have 3 elite guards. It's nice of them to be fully upgraded so that they can kill us that much better. All right, let's back up here. We'll wait for more. We want Zerglings to deal with that. Never mind, it's just going to draw all the way back to us. So I guess let's just lose a bunch of Hydralisks against this. And rebuild these. And then Zerglings. I think we killed the New Dresden Elite Guard. Let's see if we can at least continue this push. We did get rid of a lot of those Marines. We are leveled up. I'm less concerned about Firebats with Hydralisks. But anytime we're against Terran, which is going to be a lot of these maps, Zerglings are going to get roasted very fast because Firebats are so much better in this version, and we have no comparable upgrade to any of our base units as Zerg, or for Protoss for that matter. Okay, we've broken through that first little choke point, which I think means now we can come in with the Zerglings. I should get Overlord speed just in case. It's possible they'll have a couple cloaked wraiths. I really have no idea. Okay, more Hydralisks. Flood in with the rest of our tier 1. And like I said, like the actual destruction phase will happen very fast. Because once we've gotten rid of, like, through the initial choke point, all the Marines that were down here came to reinforce up here. That's what happens when it's all the same faction. So what that means is getting rid of the rest of this base should be pretty easy. They probably even unloaded their bunkers on the way to us. So that's the kind of stuff that once you realize what you're dealing with, it becomes a lot easier. So I knew that the initial section of this would be the hardest. Okay, we got some high ground bunkers. And see, they empty out these bunkers. That makes things a lot easier. I see you up here hiding production structures. Okay, and we have to destroy the rest of all the production structures to complete this. In 5 in-game minutes, I don't think we'll have a problem. Please just destroy the barracks. I don't think we have to destroy all the supply depots either. Okay, Zerglings and more Hydralisks, come on down. It says destroy all enemy forces, which does make me a little wary. Another Elite Guard. Burn him down quick. I'm glad I saw him, I didn't just look away, otherwise he probably would have killed way more of my stuff as they tried to attack that stupid barracks. Alright, go. What I'll do is send like 1 or 2 Zerglings up on top just to make sure that they don't have anything hiding. Here comes Carpenter again. I never mutated the rest of those sunken colonies. Let's just divert. And then the rest of you. Come on over here. There we go. Okay. So we had 4 minutes left. That was closer than I'd like. The Carpenter attacks are an interesting addition. Again, it's just because you can't prepare for them at all. And there's no way, because you're using all the original voice acting and all that, there's no way that you can add a little note that's like, beware, Carpenter. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be a surprise because, you know, we didn't know that there's some guy that's been fused into a Cerebrate or something like that. But anyway, that first attack was so large and I got too greedy with that extra expansion. So I finished this, it took longer than I expected, but that's good. So we got some subversion of expectations, not necessarily a bad thing in this case, because we still were able to complete it, and it added that little extra bit of challenge that was unexpected. All right, this has been Jayborino. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.